Welcome to the S.T.A.R Podcast.
Whoa. S.T.A.R Podcast.
Welcome to the S.T.A.R Podcast, hosted by Nat. Each week, we share tips and stories from safety, trucking, and recruitment, and everything in between. Listen now.
Workplace safety to me means making it home at the end of the day. Being able to come home to your family. It's not about rules on the paper, it's about the people. It's about someone's parent, someone's partner, someone's child walking through that door at the end of the day. It's important to stand up for safety in your workplace. Don't be afraid to speak up.
That was a clip of Emily Stoneman from episode 111, speaking about workplace safety. This week, if you're listening in real time, so May 4th to the 9th is Safety and Health Week, and it's a time for employers, employees, and the public to focus on the importance of preventing injury and illness in the workplace. And so with that, I thought I wanted to compile an episode filled with stories from people who have either experienced a workplace injury or accident, as well as some stories about workplace tragedies, unfortunately. So I have 4 different clips from 4 different episodes, and I hope you enjoy. Our next clip features Eugene Gutierrez from episode 108, and Eugene is the executive director with Threads of Life, and he shares a story about his father and a workplace tragedy. Listen now.
My life changed in a very big way in 2017, and so in 2017, my father, Bot Gutierrez, he was a veteran mining surveyor of 30 years, and during a routine shift, he was killed in an underground incident. And so suddenly, in that moment, I wasn't just a creative professional anymore. I was a grieving son, trying to navigate with my family a maze of investigations, WSIB claims, seeing stories of my father's death in the media. So needless to say, it's like, how do you prepare for that? You can't.
Our next clip is from episode 111, featuring Emily Stoneman and her episode honoring her dad, Bryn, who unfortunately faced a workplace tragedy. And so in this episode, she shares her dad, Bryn's story, as well as her insights into the day of mourning and workplace safety, which you heard earlier in the episode. So if you haven't listened to the episode, go back episode 111, but listen to her clip now.
So my dad ended up finding a job at this factory that they were dismantling it. He had worked here previously before the trucking, and then they had offered for him to come back and just kind of help out with taking things down and dismantling the factory. He also got to work alongside his brother because his brother was working at that job too. So he was content. He had gotten a new job. Things were going well. During that time too, so my dad passed away on August 17th, and previously on August 14th, my dad was there to help me and my husband move into our brand new house. We had some fun times together. He had come over again on that weekend too and was like, I'm going to come back next Sunday. I'm going to help you tear down this tree. All these wonderful plans. But the next day was August 17th, which I then received a phone call saying that my dad was in an accident at work. So that day, my dad and his brother were tasked to go up onto the roof to dismantle some equipment on the roof.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was up on the roof without any fall protection, and he stepped onto a rusted skylight, and it gave way, and he fell 25 feet. And
wow.
He died. Yeah, he died at the scene. So
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, it was definitely a preventable fatality.
Our next episode features Wayne Reid in episode 74, where he shares details about a workplace accident that actually resulted in him having to then wear glasses. So it was quite an episode. He shares, he was doing a regular task that he had done before and something went wrong. So he shares that workplace accident with us. Really great clip. So listen to that now.
Because I wear glasses today because of an industrial accident at a workplace.
Oh, really?
We moved this chocolate and Rober, which puts bottom chocolate and top chocolate on an O. Henry bar. And we've moved it a dozen times. And that day, I had a student with me. And I said to the student, here's what I explained to him all the hazards. And I said, here's what I'd like you to do today. You'll work on my right. We'll lay the rail system in the concrete floor. I'll unhook everything, and then we'll move it together, push it back into position on the rail system, but we'll go very slowly. So we were wearing our bump caps, our hairnet, our safety glasses, all our PPE that is required to do the job. Well, that day, a high-pressure glycol line got slid open by the exhaust port of the machine. And it's something that all 20 years and me as a safety rep at the company could never foresee happening. And this machine moved every day in and out. And that day, the exhaust pipe sliced the hydraulic line, the glycol line, and it sprayed a fine mist out on my helmet, down in my hairnet, my safety glasses. And I spent 4 hours at an eye wash station at the factory because my other coworker on first aid that day was a volunteer fireman. So he made me stay 4 hours in the eye wash. And then the ambulance came, they took me to the hospital, then they flew me to Ottawa, where I spent another 4 hours with little suction cups on my eyes with 2 IV lines wide open to flush my eyes. The eye surgeon in Ottawa told me if it would have been in heat up mode, I would have lost my eyesight that day.
Our next clip features Greg from episode 93, and Greg experienced a workplace accident in which he fell from a height and had a really bad injury. So he shares that story, and so listen now.
In 2001, I fell 18 feet off the side of a building and woke up in the back of an ambulance because I was climbing a ship ladder on a building. And I was carrying my tool pouch over one shoulder and the motor that I was going to be replacing with the other. And I missed the top rung and I ended up waking up in the back of an ambulance type of thing. It crippled me. It left me with permanent injuries. And yes, I still continued on. That wasn't the career-ending injury, by the way. But the thing is, I want people to, the root cause of my accident was because I wasn't maintaining 3-point contact. It's something I knew. I had the tools, I had the container to rope up equipment, but in that moment I chose not to use it, and gosh darn it, it almost cost me my life.
I want to thank Emily, Eugene, Greg, and Wayne once again for sharing their stories because they bring to light the fact that these accidents happen to everyday people, to people who've done these jobs multiple times. So it is not just new workers that experience these accidents, it's seasoned workers who have experience on the job. So it's just a reminder for everyone to stay safe. We want to see everyone go home safe at the end of the day. And so just keep these stories in mind whenever you're in the workplace or even at home, to just keep safety first.
Wow. S.T.A.R. Podcast.